Defects of a human eye. Sometimes the eye may gradually lose its ability for accommodation. In such conditions, the person cannot see the object clearly and comfortably. The vision becomes blurred because of accommodation defects of the eye lens. There are mainly three common defects of vision. They are myopia, hypermetropia, and presbyopia. Myopia. Some people cannot see objects at long distances but can see nearby objects clearly. This type of defect in vision is called myopia. It is also called as nearsightedness. For these people, the maximum focal length is less than 2.5 centimeters. To understand this, consider a boy who is walking in the school corridor of a school campus who is trying to see far off tree. But he is unable to see clearly and distinctly. So, he is suffering from myopia. Let the extreme point or far point from where an object appears clearly to the boy with myopia be M and the point of least distance of distinct vision be L. In this case, the rays coming from distant tree after refraction through the eye lens form an image before the retina. Another situation. The boy is trying to see the board from the last bench of the classroom, but he is unable to see clearly and distinctly. The rays coming from the board after refraction through the eye lens forms an image before retina. If the boy is sitting in the middle of the bench and observing the board is clearly and distinctly visible to him. In this case, the board is at far point M of an eye lens can form clear image on the retina. If the boy is sitting in the first bench and observing the board, it appears clearly and distinctly visible to him. In this case, board is between far point M and point of least distance of distinct vision L. Eye lens can form clear image on the retina. Correction of myopia. Correction is made possible when a concave lens is used. On the next day, the boy wears the spectacles containing a biconcave lens and observes the same tree. It appears clearly and distinctly. In the same way, the boy is able to see the board from the last bench clearly and distinctly. The boy used the biconcave lens to correct his defect. To correct vision defect of myopia, we need to select the lens which forms an image at the far point of an object at infinity. We need to select biconcave lens to achieve this. This image acts like an object for the eye lens. Hence, the final image is formed on the retina. Let us find the focal length of biconcave lens. Here, object distance u is infinity and the image distance v is equal to the distance of far point. Object distance u is equal to minus infinity. Image distance v is equal to distance of far point, that is equal to minus d. Let f be the focal length of biconcave lens. Using lens formula, 1 by f is equal to 1 by v minus 1 by u. 1 by f is equal to minus 1 by d minus 1 by infinity. 1 by f is equal to minus 1 by d plus 0. 1 by f is equal to 1 by minus d. Therefore, f is equal to minus d. Here, f is negative, showing that it is a concave lens. Hypermetropia. A person can see distant objects clearly but cannot see objects at near distances. This type of defect in the vision is called hypermetropia. This is also known as farsightedness. The minimum focal length of an eye lens for a person suffering from hypermetropia is greater than 2.27 centimeters. Consider a person who is trying to read a newspaper. This person is unable to read the newspaper clearly and distinctly. When he is observing outside, he is able to see clearly and distinctly. So, the person is suffering from hypermetropia. Let the point of least distance at which the eye lens forms a clear image on retina for a person with hypermetropia (H) and point of least distance of distinct vision L. This person cannot see the objects placed between H and L. The rays coming from nearby object after refraction at the eye lens forms an image beyond the retina. The person is trying to watch a TV. This person is able to see the TV clearly and distinctly because the TV is at the near point H. The rays coming from the near point after refraction at eye lens forms an image on the retina. Correction of hypermetropia. To correct the vision defect of hypermetropia, a biconvex lens must be used. If the person uses biconvex lens spectacles, he can read newspaper clearly. By using a biconvex lens, if the object is at L, the image forms at the near point H. This image acts as an object for the eye lens and final image forms on the retina. Finding the focal length of biconvex lens. Let us consider the object is at point of least distance of distinct vision L. Then the object distance U is equal to minus 25 cm. Image distance V is equal to distance of near point H, that is equal to minus d centimeters. Let F be the focal length of biconvex lens. Using lens formula, 1 by F is equal to 1 by V minus 1 by U. 1 by F is equal to 1 by minus D minus 1 by minus 25. That implies 1 by F is equal to minus 1 by D plus 1 by 25. That implies 1 by F is equal to minus 25 plus D by 25D. That implies 1 by F is equal to D minus 25 by 25D. Since D is more than 25 centimeters, focal length is positive. Presbyopia is a vision defect when the ability of accommodation of eye usually decreases by aging. For most of the people, the near point gradually decreases. They find it difficult to see nearby objects clearly and sharply. Consider an old age person who is trying to read a newspaper. The letters are appearing blurry and he is unable to read the news. This type of eye defect is presbyopia. It arises due to the gradual weakening of ciliary muscles and diminishing flexibility of eye lens. Due to aging, a person may have both myopia defect, that is, a person cannot see the far objects clearly, and hypermetropia defect, that is, a person cannot see nearby objects clearly. Correction of presbyopia defect. This defect can be corrected by the use of spectacles. After using the spectacles, an old age person can see the newspaper clearly. The spectacles made of bifocal lens consisting of both concave and convex lenses. The upper portion consists of concave lens, which facilitates far vision, that is correction of myopia defect. And the lower part, convex lens, which facilitates the near vision, that is correction of hypermetropia.